Okay, it's recording. I guess we should just first introduce ourselves. Hello, I'm Kuan. I'm one of the co-founders of Lotus-Box.
Gary.
That's my partner, co-founder Gary. Very impromptu. So we're making this video. It is just to kind of celebrate and also do a reaction to one of the best news we heard in a while.
Yeah.
Which is, for those of you who don't know, and obviously we're making this video, that the upcoming Houston Liftoff Competition 2017 have just selected 9 finalists out of the 300 initial entry teams. That was 2 months ago, and we've gone through this phase to now we got the phone call that we've been really antsy about and being very impatient about, honestly, for the past 2 weeks after we submitted our business plan that's made up of 25 pages, a lot of detail, a lot of very long nights between Gary and I working on it. When we got that phone call from Abby, thank you, Abby, I couldn't contain it. And then I called, I left Gary a voicemail right away.
Yeah.
And just really stoked. And honestly, just really want to get this over with and get that money and do what we're set out to do. So with that, I'll turn over to Gary. Just, let him talk about.
My phone had died. My phone had died. And so when I tried my phone again, I got your voice message. And I guess my first reaction was, it was about time.
Yeah.
Like, they had been late to announce it. They were supposed to announce it on Monday. They announced it on Wednesday.
The audience.
They announced it on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So they were late. They were late announcing it. And so I was relieved that they finally announced it. Was I surprised? No, I wasn't. Because frankly, you and I were going to be disappointed had we not. Honestly, we're going to be disappointed if we don't win.
We will. I will.
I know I will.
It's very personal.
It's very personal. Our
investment,
emotional investment is high.
Yeah.
And obviously we have set high expectations for us.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine. So number one, I wasn't shocked. I was more annoyed, like, hey, what took you so long?
Yeah, same here.
So I was, but no, I'm not gonna lie, I was relieved. I was relieved, like I messaged you, I was relieved that this is a formal validation of our business plan.
Yeah.
It was a
formal. What was the acronym you used? We gotta tell our audience.
Oh yeah, I sent Kuan JFC, which you didn't know what it was.
I thought it meant hashtag just fucking cool.
Yeah,
which is what I wanted it to hear.
Just fucking
but
cool.
Apparently, like, Gary had these other.
Jesus fucking Christ. It was just like finally, goddamn, we got it. I mean, but like what I was saying is this document that we labored over, this 24 page business plan was formally validated.
Right.
Like this was, going to move to the next round.
Right.
Which, so on the one hand,
we should show them.
Yeah. Which
I don't know if they can see.
Which
sorry guys if it's out of focus or if it's not coming through very clearly, but this is the Bible.
which is on the one hand, Kuan, you and I had a lot of confidence in.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's really our pipe dream unless it gets the validation.
Yeah.
So now we've got validated. Now we got validated. Now we've been working on polishing the actual 5-minute. Well, we're working on the executive summary, shaving it down, and making it into a business pitch that can fit into a 5-minute, length of time.
Right.
I actually told my mom about this competition. Formally tonight, earlier tonight.
For all you guys are listening, with working with Gary for this long now, and I know that's very important to him, and I know this is a triumphant moment that this is very.
It's another sense of validation for me.
Sense of validation.
It is.
And it's a moment that I think he's been waiting for.
My mom has been not the best ally in this project.
Yeah.
My mom has actually been a big critic.
Yeah.
And a doubter of you and myself. Mm-hmm. And so when I told my mom that we had, been in the final 10 or so from 300 applicants, she was taken aback. Mm-hmm. She felt like it was an achievement. Mm-hmm. And honestly, Kuan, I actually debated that. I actually wanted to see if I could get away with not telling her until next Friday, until the final pitch.
Right.
But I thought about that. I thought about that. But you know what? She asked me a question tonight, earlier when we were at work. She said, so Kuan's coming over to your house? Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, you know what? This is an entry. This is an opening where I can say, yes, he is coming over because we just got the announcement today that we're in the final 10. Uh-huh. It's sort of like my mom, believe it or not, is a huge fan of Shark Tank.
Okay.
So she loves the show. And I was like, listen, Mom, it's going to be kind of like Shark Tank, except no one's asking for equity. Because my mom looks at it like, it's too much equity, it's 30%, you don't want to give away, she's talking to the TV.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so she's a fan of the show. And I was like, Mom, it's like the show, except no one's asking for ownership of the company. Yeah. They're just rating who's the best, who's got the best business plan.
Asian parents.
Asian parents, all the way. So I made a conscious decision that I did not let my mom or brother into the process until at this point, because I guess I had my own demons and I had my own insecurities and doubts that I had to overcome throughout this process to get to this document.
Right.
That I did not need, possibly my mom or brother to say, hey, listen, why are you so focused on Lotus-Box? Why can't you just focus on Banyan Foods?
Right.
Which is, by the way, a legitimate question.
Yeah.
But I needed to make sure I sufficiently compartmentalized enough space, emotional space, where I could focus on this as well without excess distraction. Mm-hmm. So that was the decision I made. It turned out to be a good one for myself. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't transparent about this whole process with them.
Right.
But now that I told them earlier tonight, they're super excited. They're going to be at the pitch next Friday, and they should watch us take it. Yeah. Take the prize.
There you go. There you have it. A lot of what Gary has covered is something that it's something we've been waiting for. Mm-hmm. When we started in the very beginning, and just so you guys know, right now it's 11:30. So that's very telling.
This is the norm. This
is what we've been doing on a weekly basis, sometimes 2-3 times a week. So it's, as we were talking about emotions, this is very draining. I mean, we both have day jobs, and then this is our passion project. Yeah. But that's not where we just want it to end. We have much larger dreams, and kind of piggyback of what Gary has already said, this contest is everything, because yes, it's a validation for the public, but I think also, very importantly, it's a validation for ourselves.
Yeah.
We're trying to prove, we're doing this to prove to ourselves that we have enough guts and we have enough skills and knowledge, and also being able to turn it into something that's a reality.
Kuan, I do want to point this out because I told my mom earlier.
So it's very important.
And it needs to be said that you've entered either this competition in particular or something else similar to this, correct?
Correct.
You actually entered in Dim Sum Bento into a similar competition, not this exact one, right?
Yes. I'm kind of humiliated when he brought that up.
No.
But I want to talk about this because
it's important.
Last year I did a competition with Nexi.
Okay.
It was for a restaurant startup.
Okay.
And in all honesty, I didn't do very well.
Sure.
I got last place.
It's your first time around, though.
Yeah.
It's your first time around.
First time around.
Yeah.
I think when the host goes, okay, everyone, now vote for your favorite concept, and everyone got on their phone, and I looked at the screen as the results was coming in. My marker was not going anywhere.
Right.
It was stuck on, I think, 2%.
Okay.
So, and I looked around. I was like, wow, this can't be. I mean, this is really, really embarrassing. Yeah. And that humbled me.
Sure.
Because I really thought I walked in pretty prepared.
Yeah.
and I don't want to say this without giving a shout out to Doris because she came out to support me, and I think she was one of the only one that voted for me.
That's good.
So thank God I had something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be flat 0.
But no, I did not.
But the point, I guess,
Yeah.
what's really cool about that is you can't let that.
Yes.
You gotta have a short memory, right?
Right.
And I think that's my learning is you can't really let that kind of bound to you and then let it be like a shackle for you going forward. Because now we're here and that's what it matters.
Well, I brought that up, of course, not to embarrass you, but to point out how far you've come.
Yeah.
I admire you a lot for coming from that point in time of, just thinking, you thought at the time you failed, but to come to this point where we passed, the final round. I don't know if the format in next season was similar. I don't know if it was initial round you have to pass or what. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
It's a little different, right?
It's a little different.
But
sticking to this,
it's safe to say Lotus-Box is far closer than you were, in that last competition.
Much closer.
Yeah.
Much closer.
And I told my mom earlier tonight, I was like, yeah, you know what, believe it or not, Mom, Kuan, this person that you doubted, had tried this process before and didn't succeed. And now that we've joined forces and combined experiences and we're very complementary and different in certain ways, we've actually succeeded.
Yeah.
We've actually succeeded. And just to, crunch some numbers, we have a very good chance of being in the top 3.
Right. And win.
Yeah.
And just going through the motion of creating this business plan and coming here to Gary's house, which is where we are. Honestly, we're going to look back on this. Even though it's so tiring right now and I'm probably about to fall asleep, but it's been really fun. Yeah. And I want to keep repeating this. It's been really fun despite how tiring it is.
Yeah.
And despite how draining it is at some point. And Gary knows I've actually been going through some personal matters too. So for me, just being able to compete now as a finalist next Friday and be all worth it is gonna take off. It's gonna make it so light for me.
Yeah.
And doing it as a team.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it even better.
Right.
Now I realize I don't have to do it myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And right.
No, we got two to thank of rice paper.
Yeah.
That's where we met.
Yeah.
For the very first time.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So, if you see this video sometime,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for your
rice paper
launch event, Gary and I would have never met.
Yeah.
So let's give her a shout out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is
she in DC now? She's been in DC.
She's
right?
in DC.
Yeah, I have no idea what she's doing, but hopefully bigger and better things.
Hopefully she'll join us on one of our kind of a progress videos.
Sure. Yeah.
She has helped me a lot for the dim sum bento by making videos and being creative with that. So hopefully we'll have enough funding going forward, and we will have enough resources, because what we really want to do as part of this is to work with a lot of our friends, and also just to collaborate and truly making Lotus-Box something for us all, because we haven't even gone into the motivation of this yet, which I think we'll save for another video.
Yeah.
But in the time being, we just wanted to give you our reaction, because it's been a very eventful, and I think I've been very high on emotion the whole day.
Yeah.
I think I was screaming into the message I sent. I don't think Gary has seen this much ooze and oomph in the text messages that we trade.
Yeah.
Because it's usually pretty contained. Would you say?
Yeah.
Pretty rational.
Absolutely.
So I've been very emo today.
I can tell. I mean, contrastly, contrastly Kuan in contrast. I try to kind of be very level-headed today. Like I try. I mean, I was excited for sure, but I also tried to tell myself, I kind of expected this. Like, like I still got a pitch to do, and we still got to polish, and we're still going to. We still have some work to do.
We do.
So it's kind of a bit of both.
Yeah.
A bit of both.
Okay.
So it was a good day.
Sounds good. Okay, guys. Right now, it's almost 11:45 here in Houston.
Yeah.
Hopefully, someday this will be seen around the world. Gotta dream big, right?
Oh man.
I guess we have to.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be doing this a lot more often.
Yeah, we should.
Because Gary and I talked about this. Is we really want to make it very inclusive.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you have curiosity from all sorts of different point of views, from creating a company to what how we are as individuals. Why do we feel so passionate about this and this journey that we're about to take? So hopefully we'll have a lot more of these reactionary videos to share, and also give you guys as much insight into what we're going to do, and we love for your support, honestly. So anything you want to add?
It's only started. It's only just started.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that. The
Okay.
road is gonna be long.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, guys.